This forecast update, effective around 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on August 14th, Wednesday, 2013, starts you off with a single satellite image that we captured about an hour ago, showing that 93L Invest is becoming slightly better organized, and it's on its way to depression status. We initially said earlier in our earlier update, maybe as early as this afternoon. So we're keeping an eye on this. The Yucatan Channel buoy has now switched from east-northeast winds to east-southeast winds, and we're going to be taking a little closer look at what our thinking is on the surf forecast over coming up in the Gulf of Mexico towards the Panhandle and Texas beaches. NOAA websites are now starting to come back online, and we have been able to access a few of them, including the National Data Buoy Center. But here is the 48-hour swell forecast out of the Tropical Atlantic Forecast Branch, showing some longer period southeast ground swell coming through the Yucatan Channel towards the central Gulf of Mexico. Now, we've got a strong easterly flow that has been set in here just south of Hispaniola, and the swell is starting to back up on the coast of Nicaragua and in here towards the Yucatan Peninsula. This swell should start bouncing off the Yucatan and back into towards the central Gulf of Mexico or the western tip of Cuba. As we get into the 72-hour forecast, you can see that a big difference. It fans it all out back in here towards the Panhandle and then over towards Texas and the Mexican coast. So looks like some 8 to 9 second swell periods southeast and seas building central Gulf of Mexico at the moment 6 to 8 feet over the next 48 to 72 hours. Taking a look at the latest infrared satellite imagery effective around 12 noon, and as you can see, convection continues to build in here just to the east of what we feel is a surface circulation, and it looks like there is some convection trying to build over the top of that circulation. Now, this continues to kind of drift off towards the west-northwest, and we're going to keep watching this. The proverbial fly in the ointment at the moment is NOAA's tropical forecast branch is showing the area of low pressure along with a tropical wave over in the Bay of Campeche in about 72 hours as a possible tropical cyclone. Now, they could update this 5 minutes after this video is posted, but it's interesting to note that the Tropical Forecast Branch is putting this in the Bay of Campeche. This goes against conventional wisdom that says the system is going to move into the central Gulf of Mexico off towards Louisiana and then off towards the northeast as it gets caught up in the front. Now, other thing to take note is that the Tropical Forecast Branch is showing an area of low pressure along the front over Louisiana around the same time. Now, that low is what we were expecting to be up off the outer banks. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And again, mind you, 5 minutes after this video is posted, they could produce a new map, but this is the 72-hour surface map out of the Tropical Forecast Branch showing the area of low pressure and tropical wave in the Bay of Campeche. Stay tuned for the forecast. We're going to be updating, waiting for the next set of model runs, and should be updating here again within the next hour or so.